Hello, my name is Michael Reidy, and I'm a project manager with Stratus Ag Marketing based in Ontario, Canada. The reason I'm here today is I had a great opportunity to present some findings that we had about resistance practices and attitudes among farmers in Ontario and Quebec. Stratus is primarily and solely focused on agricultural market research, and we do our best to communicate and gather information from farmers and communicate it in an effective way to agribusiness, bring issues, ideas, and thoughts to agribusiness. So today's discussion around resistance practices and issues basically was trying to understand and build on this notion of there's a problem. Yes, we hear about it in the United States, but here in Canada, how is the problem developing? We have about approximately 45% of the farmers in Ontario in Quebec, that have a problem with resistance. Most of them, 56%, don't have an issue. But does that mean that they don't have a concern? Growers with a resistance problem have an elevated concern about resistance. But when it comes to glyphosate resistance, even if they don't have a problem, farmers are more and more agitated and aware of the problem, and they want to try to help find and provide solutions. Does it currently impact them? Yes. Whether you have resistance or not, there is an impact to their current practices. Will it be greater in the future? It doesn't matter what the resistance problem is, whether it be with the ALS inhibitors, triazines, or glyphosate. Yes, they all admit there will likely be a greater impact in the future. What are they doing right now? Well, crop rotation, herbicide rotation, all these different ideas about practices are very important. Best management practices, in fact. Do they have the right attitude, though? And yes, for the most part, growers are very, very aware and want to do something in order to minimize that problem. How do they do that? They believe that in the future, this land that they have will be passed on to future generations. This is a legacy that they want to preserve for their future generations, so they're willing to work towards it to make some changes. Ultimately, at Stratus, we are trying to communicate. We want to get this information from the farmers and pass it along to agribusiness to help them with the management decisions on their farms. The Stratus website is stratusagresearch.com.
This video is brought to you by farms.com.